contactless cards, another innovation that's turning banking on its head. Now, you can make fast, easy and safe contactless payments for everyday items. That's Africanacity. That's ABSA.
Every now and again, Goil makes good things happen. This time, Goil has introduced Super XP Ron 95, a higher grade fuel loaded with additives and yet sold at the same price as normal fuel. Goil Super XP Ron 95 enhances engine performance like never before. It maintains the engine by keeping it clean from carbon deposits. Goil Super XP Ron 95 is designed to burn slowly and thus improves fuel economy.
This is the NSMQ review show. My name is Isaac Kwejokrain. I am your host. On the review show, we digest all the contexts that have taken place at all the various venues we have. Currently, we have Sarah Mensah, we have Kuma Play, and we have the KNUST Auditorium. I have with me here some two nice gentlemen to help me digest the day's contest. Stephen Nimu is with the Health and Review Team, Primetime Limited. Osei Esibe Samuel is the coordinator for Empire Senior High School. Before we begin our digest, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. The 2022 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with ABSA Bank and welcome back, cherished viewers. Stephen Nimo, Health and Review Show team member, Primetime.
To probably have a feel of the program before our contest. So, it has been interesting.
How has yours been in particular? Preparation of your students, their comfort?
I think we are okay. We are okay with our performance. We are okay with our preparation. But as the saying goes, probably we always ask for more. So there were errors, there were mistakes. So we have to look at it and correct those ones.
Okay, congratulations for booking your place at the 1-8 stage.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Stephen, were there special moments, something that caught your attention during the contest today?
Yes, with the Yasantua and Kutia Presby contest.
Yes. This is their territory.
I expected Yasantua to win, but it looks like they almost lost the contest, even after the gap they gave in the round one. And actually, I was expecting all the Ashanti region schools to win their contest today, because following
some favoritism levels.
Oh no, following from the regional qualifiers to the regional championship, we realized that the Ashanti region schools are very good and they are well prepared as compared to the other schools from the other regions.
Have you heard of Sakafia Senior High School?
Yes.
Did you hear what they did to Prebe College? And if Prebe College were not a seeded school, something would have happened.
Yes,
the reigning champions.
In Ashanti region.
Oh, all right.
It's in Ashanti region. So schools that you don't even expect to perform well are doing well in that Ashanti region.
It's a new school.
Sakafia is not so new. It's been there for a very long time, but it looks like all of a sudden they are now coming.
So the National Science and Maths Quiz is the best.
Yes.
All right. So were there moments, anything that caught your attention?
I think I'll talk about the performance of the Eastern Region schools.
Eastern Region schools.
From
so you are yearning for Ashanti Region. Hey, Charlie. Well, let's continue.
Personally, we have been quite disappointed with our performance. Yeah. Since I think from yesterday.
Are you the only remaining school?
No. We have Ofuripeni qualifying yesterday, and Kofodia Sektek, my school, qualifying today, and Empire Senior, of which I'm the coordinator.
So if you happen to meet a Sektek in any of the contests, where would your heart be?
Oh, it will be within prize.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because in the regional championship, we met them last year and this year, and it's always fun beating your alma mater.
So you beat them?
Yeah, because you train your people to perform. So when you meet your alma mater, it's not about the blood again. It's about where you are working.
No, right.
So, yeah,
right. So manifest.
Not really, but I would say it's more about the passion towards
Have you
the
been
program.
contributing to alumni money?
Not really,
towards
but
development?
not really, but we'll look at it later.
Okay, so do you know any of the contests for tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I know Mount Carmel girls are coming up against Zion SHS and one other school which I've forgotten, but Mount Carmel girls have been very impressive this year, and I know they'll do well.
You know, so you are rooting for Mount Carmel.
I know they'll beat the schools that they are coming up against. I'm looking for Mount Carmel girls.
You are looking up for Mount Carmel. Okay, I'll say.
I'm also rooting for Mount Carmel.
What's happening?
I'm also rooting for Mount Carmel. But their coordinators are really doing a good job there. You know, training girls.
You formed the cartel here.
Oh, not really, but we speak a lot
with the coordinator.
Yeah, and they are doing a really good job up there.
Where is Mount Carmel coming from?
BA.
Hey, yeah, I'm from BA,
right,
so I think I'll also go for Mount Carmel. They better not disappoint us. Okay, so viewers, here are some of the schools that have qualified today. So at the Sarah Mensah Auditorium, the first contest, Achimota Senior High School. Achimota Senior High School did not originally, qualify for the prelims, but they were, would you say losing schools?
Oh yes, they lost their contest.
Oh, but they did well. Just as, we had some schools doing well and you were showing compassion for them.
I think the performance they put up today was the performance of a school who lost in the
really?
BS qualifiers.
When we had a school, scoring 0. What do you think happened, or say? What do you think happened to Kumbungu?
I think when we look at Kumbugu, from the original qualifiers, they had the lowest mark. I think they qualified with 9 points.
9 points. Qualified with Sunyani Senior High School qualified with 19 points yesterday. Do you think that they wouldn't also do well at the 1-8 stage?
For that one,
are you writing them off?
Not really.
But you could relate with the statement you're making.
With Kumbugu from the original qualifiers, coming all the way with 9 points.
9 points.
You see, probably there's no way they could have beaten any of the schools that they met today.
But sometimes I believe there are particular days that the contests don't go well. Today, the highest scorer was about 53 points. By yesterday we had 85 points.
I think
Aquinas, St. Thomas Aquinas Senior High School.
Sometimes you have to consider the schools that are competing. St. Thomas Aquinas had 85 points and Pont Tamale had 1. And because it is the preliminary stages, the questions are not that tough.
Hey, a school didn't get one point.
Yeah.
Someone didn't get 1 point.
For a school like St. Thomas Aquinas, so if you watch their contest, they were answering their questions and picking up bonuses from the other schools. There was no way they were going to beat them. And from the start, you see that there's a wide and an even wider gap coming.
So do you know that the most important thing to do is to pick up your own points? Yes. And so it means that they picked up their own points and added the less endowed schools, but then it means that they are doing well. And so if they meet any other school, say Presec, which school did you attend? OWAS. And so it means that if they meet OWAS and they pick their points, they will do well.
But we saw St. Thomas Aquinas at the regional championship. They won the qualifiers, I think, with the highest points in the region, 60-something points. They went to the regional championship and they lost the very first contest. They didn't get even half of the marks they had for the qualifiers. So we've seen these things over the years. So it's no news getting 85 in the prelims and.
So you don't think?
I think we cannot take anything away from St. Thomas Aquinas.
You cannot.
Yeah, because
I'm rooting for them.
Yeah,
although
their composure on stage, everything was perfect. They did well because if you meet some of these schools and you don't show working, then obviously where else can you show working?
Are you convinced that the schools that are qualifying for the 1A stage, they will be able to adequately compete the 27 seeded schools, the likes of Presec and all those schools that are coming?
I think no two contests are the same.
Good. And you see what I'm talking about.
No two contests are the same. So let's finish with the balloting, then we can take it from there. But I'm rooting for more schools from 1-8 to unseed.
You have rooted for one school, both of you. You've rooted for one school already. And you're rooting for another.
From the prelims, we are rooting for them to qualify to the 1-8. Yeah.
We won't be surprised because it looks like the schools who qualified or who had the semi-finals last year, all the schools who had the semi-finals last year from the regional championship and the regional competitions, they didn't do well. Wesley Girls in the regional championship lost. In the contest of 5 schools, they were the last school with 17 points. UPS won with 52 points. So, and Tamale Senior High School is not the Tamale that we saw last year. Kita is struggling this year.
My take is that yesterday we had 85. Today we have 53. And you have said earlier that no two contests are the same.
Sure.
And so wouldn't you be making a mistake if you are, comparing blindly like that?
Oh, for now we can't say.
Sorry for my French.
For now we can't say, but what we can do now is just to make projections or assumptions based on the facts at hand or based on the trials and the contests that we've watched. That's the only thing we can do now. Anything can change. There are times that a school not perform well in the regional championship,
but they'll do well at the nationals.
And they are excellent. So anything can happen.
I believe no school would love to meet Aquinas. Most of the city schools.
So your school wouldn't like to meet Aquinas. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not sure. We'll meet. I'm not sure we'll meet them.
You're praying not to meet them.
Oh no, I'm not sure we'll meet them. But I'm sure most city schools would love to meet them. When you think about the early school,
even the city schools.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wow.
Most of them. But when you talk about Opokuware, I think they will take their chances. When you take Prempeh, they will take their chances. Presec, they have a very solid team. Opokuware, he's confident because they have a strong team. They have a strong team this year.
What is happening to the girls' schools?
I think with this, the trainers in those girls' schools can best.
Look, do you think it's just the trainers? Because some of the schools that are making it to the 1/8 and every girl's going home.
Yes.
I think with the girls' schools, in the girls' schools there are a lot of restrictions, but I'm not surprised every girls lost their contest to EduJMP because EduJMP at the regional championship did very, very, very well. EduJMP this year is a very good school. So if every girls loses to EduJMP, it's not news. But it's because the school is not a well-known
EduJMP qualified with 41.2.
It's not a well-known school.
Ashanti.
It's not because of that. EduJMP is not a well-known school. So people think that, some school B kicked every girls out. That's what they are saying. But in the girls' schools, there are lots of restrictions. The 10:30 lights out, those things. But when it comes to the boys' school,
but I thought they treated the contestants. They treated them specially.
I'm not sure. Just as I said, unless we.
Do you have females in your team?
I had one.
You had.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Oh, it's about performance. So for the regional we use.
So you see, even in your small corner, we have to take gender issues seriously because it's worrying.
You see, this is a competition where you have to make a mark.
We've been in classes that women have topped us.
Yeah, but not in competition like this. When you look at the big girls, they started very well.
Yes.
But going forward, I think their concentration moved to how perfect EduJMP was. So they lost concentration. When you look at their demeanor on stage, you realize that they have lost concentration and they have lost hope. Hope? Oh yes, seriously.
Oh, yes.
That's a strong word.
They had given up at the end of when they got to the riddles, they had given up.
They didn't know, or they had given up.
No, they had given up.
Sometimes your demeanor, your posture, your mental processing helps with the contest.
Very well. Very well.
Yes. So when you watch contests from the states like Presec, if Presec is going to lose the contest, you see from the start. But if Presec is winning, he will show you from the start that
does it mean that you saw from the start of last year that Prempeh was going to beat Presec?
Oh yes.
When
I came for my first review show last year, Park, the one in charge of the review show, asked me who I'm losing to win this year's competition.
Didn't you say that because we are in Kumasi?
No, because the guy had content. I knew they were going to win. It was either Owas or Prempeh last year, and we met at the semi-finals and they kicked us out. So I knew they were going to win because Presec had a very good team. The guys from Presec, were phenomenal. But the Pempe guys, they had content.
So how do you psych your team? Towards the contest, as you're saying that mental processing helps with the contest.
It's not easy. Seriously speaking, it's not easy. Psyching your contestants to be on stage, because sometimes just getting a question wrong puts them off. Getting a question wrong. So most of the times when they are about to start a contest, you have to sit them down and talk to them as kids. As kids.
That do not be afraid.
Sure.
The Pharisees you are seeing them today. You shall not see them again.
So it's not easy. It's not easy getting the students up to that standard. It's not easy. So when any students mount the stage, I think we have to give it up to them. They are doing really well. Even those who are getting negative and zero, they are doing well. To even mount the stage is not easy.
Kumbungu is doing well.
For sure.
Oh yes, because even in trial contests in your own school, it's not easy.
And with these cameras, live, people making comments, it's not easy.
But it's not the same setting that we have in the classrooms when you're in a classroom of about 50 students and you are asked a question and you boldly stand up and answer that question. It's not the same setting that we have here.
No.
It's you against the quiz mistress.
Yeah, here you have 10 seconds to answer questions which do not involve calculation. 30 seconds.
It's about the pressure.
And again, it's live. Cameras are on you, people are watching you, expecting you to deliver. So the pressure over here is different from the classroom. Classroom, when you take the girls' schools, for instance, in Wasi, they perform.
Yes,
But
when Wesley Girls Senior High School.
when they come here.
When they come here, they start fumbling.
The setting here and the stage is different from the classroom, and even Wasi. So
Wesley Girls Senior High School has a very strong alumni.
Sure.
And to perceive the fact that they are not doing well with an NSMQ, it could be very heartbreaking. Because I know some very important personalities that attended Wesley Girls Senior High School. We console them or we mourn with them.
Some of these things put pressure on the contestants. It's some of these things, because if you are representing Wesley Girls and you're not doing well, you have a lot of eyes on you.
Imagine, every girls senior high school coming and lose. Every girls. If the quiz mistress at the nationals is from every girls, and her school has never won it.
Every girls hasn't performed well in a very long time, so this is just one of them. From last year, they were the 1-8.
Yeah, they came to 1-8.
1-8. Because the prelims was at the regional level, last 2 years, the performance has been like this for a very long time, so they shouldn't cry much.
They shouldn't cry much. They should deal with the...
Yes, they should settle what... And about the girls' schools, realize that most of the time, they are selected very late. And even if they are selected early, they still have those restrictions and all. But in the boys' school, and in most of the boys' schools too, you have a lot of students coming to the school with the aim of representing the school at the National Science and Maths quiz. So the competition is from the start. And you have, even from your class, from the whole school, there is that competition. So everyone wants to represent the school. And there are no restrictions as compared to the girls' schools. So you can learn overnight, class, library, do whatever you want. But in the girls' schools, for protection sake, you're supposed to sleep at this time. There is by 4 siesta. There is.
I remember siesta during my primary days. Charlie, it was easy. You
don't find that in the boys' schools.
Okay, let me remind you, viewers, that the 2022 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Absa Bank and supported by Joy News, Goyle, Prudential Life Insurance, Eltel Tigo, GNPC, Dano Milk, Newmont Ghana, Academic City University College, Accra College of Medicine, and YFM. How did Lamini, perform among the boys, the Keta boys, last year?
I think the news around showed that she really did well. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. The news around, I think that's the only thing I can say.
Someone was telling me that the boys were solving it for her. Is it true?
The girl is good.
If the boys solved it for her, the boys didn't write the Nobdek 80s that
yes,
she had
yes,
for her.
yes,
They didn't write the Wasi 80s she had for her.
The girl was
good. The girl was very good.
The girl was very good. This year there's a girl in another school from Bota.
Which other school?
Oh no, I don't want to
you are
mention.
free. You don't want to vouch for another school.
No, I've met them.
I know it's. I think it's Maoli.
Yeah.
But Sunrise has shown Maoli that wherever we catch you, beat you. Sunrise met Maoli at the regional championship.
Sunrise SHS,
Sunrise
Volta.
SHS. At the regional championship group stages, they beat Mauli. They met Mauli at the semi-finals.
But Mauli
they beat
too
Mauli.
is one of the...
They met Mauli at the finals. They beat Mauli. So Sunrise has shown them that.
But I think this year they have a solid team.
You think it is?
They have a solid team.
Sunrise.
Mauli.
Yeah. This time round.
This time around.
So you are still rooting for Sunrise?
Oh, if there's a contest between Sunrise and Mauli, I'll root for
you
Sunrise.
root for Sunrise.
I know because of what they did to maybe some years back.
Oh no, Sunrise this year they have very good contestants. They have very good contestants.
So which other team, including the 27 seeded schools, which one team are you going out for? Do you think that okay, well let me generalize it. Which one team are you really looking at for this contest?
I'll name two. I think Presec and Opokuwari.
And Opokuwari. You are a coordinator for...
I know.
What is the problem?
Don't worry.
Your headmaster might be watching.
No problem. We take a contest by contest. You know, normally in Primary Senior High School, you write us off in some of these contests, especially today, if you are meeting Kumbugu, St. John's, Form 2, and you couldn't even beat them convincingly, probably. Then, but I've met those two schools, so I know what I'm saying.
What have you seen about them? One thing that you've seen about them?
If you judge Opokuwari based on the original championship, then you must be making a very big mistake. So if you judge them based on the original
what about Prempeh? Prempeh didn't also do well at the regionals. That's what I'm saying. Sakafia.
Sakafia did well in the regionals. Even in the championship, they did well.
If Prempeh were not a seeded school, they wouldn't have qualified for the prelims.
But there have been massive change in the Opokuwari team.
team. So you are rooting for Presec.
Yeah. I don't want to get ahead of myself with Empire Senior High School. We want to take
you are laying low. That is what you want to say. Okay. What about you, Stephen?
I'll choose Pesco and Presec.
Hey, everyone is going for Presec. What is happening?
I choose Pesco and Presec.
Have you seen Presec this year?
Yes.
The nationals.
Seen Presec this year. They almost disappointed us at the regional
regionals. Yes, the regionals.
But I've seen them in the trials and they've improved.
Isn't that the same thing that you're doing, writing other schools that did not perform at the regionals?
For the other schools, I haven't seen their trials. I am judging based
on what you see.
Presec has really improved. And Pesco.
St. Peter's.
Yes, that's one school that I don't want my school to meet this year at any of the stages. That's the finals.
Okay, so let me remind our viewers that 2022 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Absa Bank and supported by Joy News, GOIL, Prudential Life Insurance, Eltel Tigo, GNPC, Dano Milk, Newmont Ghana, Academic City University College, Accra College of Medicine, and YFM. This is a primetime production, let the saints say. So do join us same time tomorrow as we bring you tomorrow's digest of the contest. Thank you.